Welcome to this DaVinci Resolve Fusion node breakdown. Today's node is the Sharpen Edges node. And this is another DaVinci Resolve node available within Fusion, and it is studio version only. Now, yesterday we went over the same footage and we went over the Sharpen node, and I showed how to mask this off just so we can do her hair. So we just added a bitmap, not a betmap, and we added a bitmap. And we just created a luminance channel, inverted it, and brought everything in just like her hair area. And we use this as a mask just so we sharpened around her hair. Now, there's another way to do that. Instead of inputting that mask into the Sharpen node, we can use the Sharpen Edges. And it's kind of doing the same thing, because it's just creating its own internal alpha of edges within the image. So let's go ahead and add a Sharpen Edges node, and we're going to add it. So on the Sharpen Edges node, to be able to see what's happening, we're going to select this Display Edges. And when you select this, it's just showing the little internal alpha that it's creating to mask off the sharpening details areas. And I say internal because it does not export this mask out. So if we look at this and I look at our alpha, it is not a mask. So this is just internally is creating this to apply our sharpen amount and our sharpen radius. So if I shut this off and we zoom into our image and I change the sharpen amount, you can see it's only changing the sharpness on the edges it's detecting and not the entire image. So that's what this sharpen amount does, is it changes how much sharpening is being applied. So let's go ahead and zoom in here even closer and let's look at her eye. So if I sharpen it, you can see how much it's sharpening and unsharpening that image, or how much sharpening is being applied. It's not unsharpening, it's not making it softer. Just how much sharpness is being applied. Underneath for the sharpen radius, this is just the radius of the granularity of that sharpness. So as I bring it down, you can see it's changing to smaller little grains of sharpness until it's completely gone. And if I raise it, it's getting more granular sharpening amounts. Now, to be able to dial in the look of our edges, this is where we want to use this Display Edges. So let's go ahead and fit our image back in and set these on default. Right here we have pre-denoise, and all this is doing is pre-denoising your image. But just know if you bring too much in, it's going to bring back more detail and less edges that you want. So if I go here and I crank this, as I add more pre-denoise, you can see we're getting some of our original Sharpen node look back, where it's doing everything including her pores. So just watch how much you're pre-denoising, because it will start introducing more artifacts than you really want. And what I normally do is just look for this to get everything off her face, and that's a good denoise. Right here we have our edge detection threshold, and if I decrease it, it's going to detect more edges. If I increase it, it's going to detect less edges. Under Edge Mask Strength, this is just the strength of our mask. So we can increase it or decrease it. And for Edge Blur, we can reduce or increase the blurriness of our mask edges. So if we turn this off and now we look, we've got almost the same look that we created yesterday with the Sharpen node and the bitmap as a mask to get a little more detail in her hair. So that is the Sharpen Edges node. I will see you in the next node breakdown.